What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you're doing legit business and you're getting what you pay for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win, all right? And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how scams is taking over the credit world, how people are starting to oversaturate credit and use it for fraudulent reasons to gain some type of revenue. Now, people, it's a lot of different scams that's going on out here in the world. It's a lot of scams that's going on out here in the world. And a lot of people are trying to figure out anything and everything that they can do to make some type of cash and make some type of money. And point blank period, there's just a lot going on. And the world is coming oversaturated with so many different type of scams and fraud, but people are starting to focus towards credit, because credit in so many different ways can get you a big bag. A lot of people want to get a lump sums at one point in time, right? And scams get you coins at lump sums at one point in time. So it might get you 500 here, 600 there, 700 here, 300 there, 200 there, things like that. But people are starting to say, I want to learn how to. Fraudsters and scammers are saying they want to figure out how they can run the bag up faster, how they can run the bag up easier, how they can do these type of frauds and scams to make a quick $1 million, right? So when people start to do their research, they understand and see that wherever there's money being made, there's some type of scam or fraud being committed. So they sit back and they see all the ways that people are making money. They just examine it. They seeing everything and they saying, oh, okay, people doing this, people doing that. You got people over here getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit on the personal side. You can get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit on the business side. Okay. How do you do that? How do you do this? So people are starting to say, because at the end of the day, a fraudster or a scammer is trying to obtain some type of revenue, financial gain, and 9 times out of 10 is going to be in somebody else's information. So when people are using CPNs, pre-built CPNs, when people are stealing credit card and debit card information, when people are getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit, when people are doing all these things, it surrounds around credit. Now, people are starting to understand and realize that the average American is broke. But there's people who have businesses and have business debit cards, business bank accounts, and business credit cards, and so on and so on. They hear so many people preaching about business credit this, business credit that. I got $1 million in business credit cards. I got this and I got that. So what that's doing for the scammer is putting a light bulb above their head and saying, okay, you got $1 million in business credit cards. You got $1 million in funding. You got this real estate. You got that, this and that. And all of those things are ways to make money. And like I said, wherever there's money being made, there's some type of scam or fraud being created or being done. So the world revolves around money, point blank period. And people don't understand that. The world revolves around the 3 P's: product, perception, and promotion. Everything we see, we buy, and we want. And that's how that company becomes a successful company, makes millions and billions, and they keep pushing out these products and we keep buying and they keep getting rich. And then people see that like, That's why they got fake products out here, because they say everybody want these fake Rolexes, everybody want these AirPods, everybody want these watches, everybody want this jewelry, everybody want all this stuff. So what we gonna do is we gonna make fake the same thing with cheaper or fake and sell it to the people and they're gonna buy it. That's why whenever anything gets popular, something fake of the same thing comes out, something knockoff of it comes out. Do y'all not pay attention to that? Whenever anything gets popular, something knockoff of the popular brand or product comes out. Fake Jordans, fake shoes. When everybody was buying shoes, when the shoe gang was popular and real hot, so many people was buying shoes. So what did they do? Start creating fake Jordans for a cheaper price, and people were buying them and selling them. Fake designer clothes. You see videos of these sweatshops making fake Louis Vuitton shoes and Jordan shoes and designer clothes up and down social media all day, every day, because that's what people want. So wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud or fraudulent activity going on. And people aren't understanding that. So since people are seeing so much money being generated through credit, now everybody want to get some money with credit. Now, information, knowledge, and resources go a long way, because knowing about credit, knowing the difference between personal credit and business credit, knowing how to invest, knowing about passive income, knowing how to properly structure a business will allow you to know what's really going on with business and business funding. A lot of people think that you just start a business, you get an LLC, an EIN number, you automatically gonna get a loan, you automatically gonna get some money. And most people who want to start a business just want some money. They don't have a real successful business yet. They aren't generating any type of revenue. They don't have any type of clientele. And those people start LLCs and EIN numbers, and then they see how much money that you have to actually invest into that. So that people getting their loads. Listen, them loads is real. If y'all not getting y'all loads or not tapping in and with this credit and any type of methods or anything that's gonna better your life, there's only so much you can do. Watch it and try to do on your own without actually getting help from the teacher, because everybody gonna start raising their hand and say, I need help with this, I need help with that. So that's why you go to school and get the lessons so you can learn, so it can be your turn. But people are starting to try to get these businesses and seeing that you got to really invest and be making some money in it already, and then they like, oh man, I ain't got enough money for that. So credit is definitely starting to become the number one target for scammers, because you can get a $3,000 loan, you can get a $2,000 loan, you can get a $3,000 credit card, $4,000 credit card, $8,000 credit card, $10,000 credit card, loan, line of credit. You can get these things, and they're saying whatever they can get. They taking these profiles and saying whatever they can get, they gonna get, because money is money. They're not gonna be like, oh, I only get $8,000. I don't want that. I just did a reaction video on this chick that was going around getting Visa signature cards, utilizing somebody's credit profile and leveraging the cash off the credit cards, getting cash advances. Like, you get a credit card for $8,000, you can get a cash advance and get $8,000 off of that credit card in cash. Like, this one people don't know, but scammers and fraudsters are learning these things, learning about credit, and saying, okay, the same thing that person will be able to do, we'll be able to do it too if we had that person's information. And they're starting to figure out ways to make it seem or present as if they are really that person. But the problem is these fake IDs be horrible, and that's just with certain situations when it comes to identity theft and bank situations. Because most of the identity theft and CPNs are utilized through banks, apartments, and trying to get cars. That's mainly what people use CPNs for. Pre-built CPNs. Let me get that right. Pre-built CPNs, and pre-built CPNs is identity theft because it's somebody else's credit profile attached to a fraudulent ID, a fake ID with somebody else's picture on it. That's a pre-built CPN. That's fraud. That's illegal. A CPN is completely different from a pre-built CPN, because people got to start using their brain and saying, how is this profile structured already, have all this information already, and I just met you. How is this already? Who information is this? Like, where did this information come from? Like, people don't use that brain. They just are pre-built. Like, oh, it's already made, I can go use it. So There's so many different type of scams and fraud going on, from you going to the gas pump and paying outside or inside. They got skimmers on the POS machines where you tap your card at the gas register. Skimmers. I ain't talked about that. You got people taking out, man, listen, credit can get you the bag. And long as the credit there, you can apply for anything and everything. And that's what scammers are doing. Getting these credit profiles, seeing how good they got credit, and just applying for anything and everything, getting approved, making fraudulent accounts, wiring things out. Like, it's getting real serious out here when it comes to scams and fraud. And especially scammers are starting to target credit, because the banks are just giving out loans, credit cards, lines of credit. As long as this information is right, this documentation is right, and is what you need, and it's verifiable. All right, so scams and fraud is up 600 to 800% since COVID-19. It wasn't even this high when people was doing the PPP loans and all that. So it's more people in the world that need money. Like how everybody was rich then, everybody broke now. So it's an urgency for more money to be made and to do things now than it was then. So now it's people trying to come up with, figure out quick, fast ways to make lump sums of money. So that's why scamming and fraud is up 600, 800%, which allows the scam and fraud community to make new methods and come up with new ways to generate funds for people and for themselves. So it's kind of a dog eat dog world. Like, this is, as long as these things is happening, scams and fraud is going to happen. As long as there's credit, as long as there's loans, credit cards, lines of credit, credit profiles, Cash App, Venmo, cryptocurrency, all these different things, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed or happening. All right, so it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. Um, like I tell you guys all the time, start paying attention to your accounts, any account that you have, because all our accounts are in the database and sensitive information. So Norton LifeLock will monitor all your accounts, make sure none of your information is on the dark web, make sure nobody's bothering your accounts. If anything suspicious is to happen, you will get a alert letting you know, so you can go check it out and see what's going on. Just keeping yourself safe at all times. Make sure you guys are freezing your credit reports. Credit Union, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So nobody can get any type of loans, credit cards, lines of credit, no cars, no nothing. It's locked. They can't do anything. The only way that they would be able to if you unlocked it. So make sure you guys are freezing your credit reports if you're not using your credit profile at the time. Your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. Make sure you guys are swapping out, changing your debit cards every so often. We use our cards so often in so many different POS machines, and every time we use it, our information is stored in that database, and there's always a leak, a compromise, or hack going on, and you don't want your information to be part of that. So you changing every so often, and if that leak, hack, or compromise was to happen, that information no longer be valid. Why? Because I gave you the information. I told you guys to change your card numbers every so often, and you listened to me. You did that, so now you was not a victim. All right, so make sure you guys are just staying more cautious, staying more safe, staying more aware of what's going on, paying attention to what's going on, getting y'all accounts, keeping them monitored, and staying more safe and more cautious, because to be more aware is to be more safe. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping this sauce. And y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there just tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 Limited Gems are $1,000, but for limited time only. I am doing it for 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is in Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know you payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Also, make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the webinars, 250 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 seats. We will talk about anything and everything you want to talk about. And these videos will end up on my podcast. So make sure y'all ready to work, ready to have some good conversations, and ready to grow together. All right. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the crypto tour, in-person limited gems, $3,500, $500 deposit, the rest of the money meet in person. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, 3,500, 2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels and my Twitch. Make sure you Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all follow me on my new IG, King Hussle X1M.2, for more free sauce, free methods, and information that's going to turn you into a boss. Make sure y'all checking out my music channel, King Hussle X1M, my latest music mixtape, and I just dropped a new music video, a new single. Now make sure y'all check out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.